bunnies, welcome to another Naked Sunday video. Before we begin, go ahead and grab yourself a drink. What I'm drinking is water. Listen, last week I'm drinking water. If you're drinking something, go ahead, have a shot for me. Thank you very much. I'll be drinking on the weekend like I should be. All right, so pause this video if you need to. Go ahead, grab your drink, come back, and let's talk. Okay, so for today's video, we're going to be talking about fetishizing. All right, there are lots of fetishes out there. There are lots of kinks out there. And yes, we love to talk about those fetishes and kinks. But for this video, we're going to take a little bit of a turn. And I'm going to tell you why you want to avoid people who fetishize, okay? And this is also going to be my reason why I chose not to have relationships, like serious boyfriend-girlfriend relationships with Caucasian men. Hear me out. All right, so a fetish or a kink is something that is, let's say, out of the norm. All right, this is the layman's term definition. This is the street version of the definition of these words, right? This is something out of the box, unorthodox, something that most of the normal people, everyday regular people, don't find enticing or sexually appealing, right? I had this one person DM me once and said to me that somebody that she's pursuing or interested in dating her, she's a bigger girl, and she asked him what does he like in women, and he listed off things that he wanted to do with big girls, like eating off of a BBW, making a BB, just whatever he said, it's always with a BBW. And I said to her, you can have fun if you like him, have fun with him for the moment, but as for a long-term partnership, he's not the one. There's one thing with loving you and loving everything about you. There's another thing when it comes to loving and sort of putting, your physical attributes on a pedestal, like as a kink, as a sexual preference, if that makes sense. Again, we're not talking about like the love of breast or the love of ass, or you prefer someone with a smaller frame. That's considered pretty normal and pretty typical. Fetishizing would be a Caucasian man only being with a black woman because she is black, or because he wants to try being with a black girl, right? That is that making sense to you? Not because he loves you as a person, but because you're darker in skin tone and he has a sexual desire that he wants to fulfill for no other reason but for that, right? Him loving your melanin is amazing, do not get me wrong. Him loving your curves is amazing, don't get me wrong. But if that's what his sexual desires and fantasies focus on, then it's an issue, right? Again, you can have as much fun as you want with these people, but as far as building a long-lasting relationship, I feel like, and this is my opinion, I feel like it's starting off on the basis of wrongness. You follow, you pick up where I'm dropping off. I hope you are. I really, really hope you are. I'm not drinking, so the words are not coming out the way they're supposed to come out. Now, how to point out these types of people, and this is where my point comes in with the Caucasian man and me. If the first thing he says to me is, oh my gosh, I love your chocolate skin, red flag. Oh my gosh, I love your nappy hair, red flag. If a black guy says it, the nappy hair thing is like, don't ever call my hair nappy. Like, that has such a negative connotation to it. Don't ever call my hair nappy. Okay? say I love your hair, the end. You have flawless skin, the end. You don't need to mention the color, the texture, no other adjective needs to be added. Just say you like it and move on, okay? The moment you start heart eyes and drooling over the color or the feel or whatever, it's to me like the line is very thin, and to me you're crossing over into that fetishizing line, and I'm not the one to be taken as a toy without my consent or without us having some type of mutual understanding of what the situation is. Am I making sense to you? If I'm making sense, comment down below. I need to know what's happening right now. I wish this was a live. I wish this was a live, or something you could call in and be like, hey, no, Lori, don't make no sense, or yes, Kissy, oh my gosh, word. But it's not like that. So here we are, just me and some lights talking to myself. Now, the reason why I say don't go for these guys is because they're not getting to know you for you. They're trying to fulfill a fantasy. They're not trying, and it's the same thing. Let me not say the same thing, because I've never spoken to a Caucasian woman to know if it's true. I don't have Caucasian girlfriends to ask this question to. But based on movies, because based on movies and TV shows, white women are often fetishized as well. The pretty blonde girl who are like, oh, he only wants me for my lips or my boobs or whatever, they can feel fetishized as well. So it's not just a black girl thing or a big girl thing, right? So if it starts off like that without him trying to get to know you, and when you ask him what, let's say we're having a conversation on sex, because eventually it's going to come up in conversation. It should come up in conversation, because you want to know during the talking phase and even the dating phase what it is that you both agree on sexually and where you draw the line. And if again all he's saying is being smothered by a BBW, or a BBW doing this, or a BBW doing that, or a black girl with this, or a black girl doing that, or big boobs and doing this and big boobs doing that, not necessarily the two of you doing something together that you will both bring you fulfillment and enjoyment, but something that's solely for his pleasure and his ideals and his fantasy, I think that should be a major, major, major red flag. Okay? Okay. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. If you are confused by anything I said just now, leave it in the comment section below. I hope this helped somebody somewhere out there. I hope this made some sense. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face. Bye.